So tonight when I was going through the flip offers, I was noticing that in the DHR Traditional, there was no buyer, which is Dream Home Renovations, DHR, set up in the electronic signature, so I thought I would take us through those. So I'm going to go into Carmel Vista first, open that file. Go into the residential purchase agreement. It's a DHR Traditional, so this is the only form that we have to worry about. This home does have a unit number, so I want to make sure that's in there, and it's still not. So on an address, if you look at the email, Carmel Vista has a unit number of 170. So that needs to go into the address. The way you do that is after you do the MLS Connect feature, most of the address will show up, but the unit number, the apartment numbers don't. So you just need to add that in by hand. We'll add in unit 170, make sure it matches, unit 170. And here we are, unit 170, and that address will populate on every page once it's in there. So other than that, this one was right. Checking the date is correct. The MLS Connect has been done. The address has been corrected to 152,750. Does match the offer price, so that's right. The seller names were here. And the place that I check seller names is on this page because the print is the biggest, and those look right. So you did all of those parts right, the 4 MLS Connect, date, price, and seller names. What we need to add in is the unit number if a place has a unit number, and then how do we do the buyer signature? Since there's only one form, we'll go to eSign and select sign form. As long as it's the active form, you're fine. The buyer is Dream Home Renovations. Says it is buyer 1. So DHR means Dream Home Renovations. And I still need to be selected as selling agent. So once that's done, usual process, we'll do next. And once that's loaded, we will go back so we can add in the email addresses properly. So go back. Dream Home Renovations is buyer, needs to have Mark Hubscheid, president, put in, and my email address of mark.hubscheid@gmail. Click somewhere else to make sure it stays. The uppercase P went away, so we'll put that back. Mark Hubscheid, president, my email, and this was pre-populated, that's fine. The order doesn't really matter, so we're ready to do next. And I have noticed that on the optional initials, one of them has been getting turned into a required, but not both. So we're going to scroll down to the 13th page of the residential purchase agreement. You can see the little page numbers here. So once we're on 13, that's the one. This starts as an optional signature, so we will hit required. Now it's a required signature, and then this one doesn't show required first, but it actually is not set up as required. So what I do is I click on another one which is already set up as required, then go back to here, and you can see that that box is not checked. Again, it's blue outline, so that's the active one. Here this is required, here it's not, so we want to make sure we check that. And once you've done that, this one is really simple. You can hit send. So that's the process for doing Dream Homes Renovations as a buyer. We'll do one more so you can see all those steps, and that's Pico. So going back to the beginning. Waiting for the transactions to load. We'll find Pico Place, which you've already created. Open that one up. Open. Again, it's a simple, here's Pico, it's just a DHR Traditional, so a simple one. We only need this one form. We'll do our usual checks of the 4 things. So Sharp Healthcare Foundation, I believe, is the seller name. It is Sharp Healthcare Foundation. Purchase price of $245,875. We'll go back and check. So $245,875. You have the date right, the price right. The address changing says the MLS Connect has been done, and we already checked the seller's name is correct. So you've done those steps right. Let's see if this one has a unit number, and it does. So this is unit 218. That's the building number on the street, but it does have an apartment number, so we have to add that in, number 218. Just like the last one, we find this address box, click in it, it expands here, number 218, click somewhere else, so it takes it. It's now in there as 218, and it shows that it has taken it properly. Going to double check. 218 was the unit number, so now we're all set. We can set this one up to eSign. Again, there's only one form, so we'll take this option. If there were 2 forms to sign, we would select that. So single form to sign, we'll do this. Dream Home Renovation as the buyer, me as the selling agent. That's all we need from here. We'll do next. Then we'll go back so we can add in the email addresses. Dream Home Renovations needs to become Mark Hobscheid President with my email address. Click somewhere else. Mark Hobscheid President, Mark Hobscheid Broker, email address looks right. We'll do next. The only other step is going to the 13th page. And here we are on 13 again. Click on that page. This is not set up as required, so it now is. Then click on the one that is set up just to refresh it. Click on this one. It's not currently required. Now it will be. And hit send. So that's it. 2 DHR Traditional ones, how you do it when it's Dream Home Renovations as the buyer. Also 2 of them that needed a unit number put in, so please watch for that in the addresses. Thank you.